Dear listeners, good morning and welcome to Comdarchi, the podcast that opens the doors to the fascinating world of architecture. For newcomers, let me introduce myself. I'm the spokesperson of Anne-Charlotte Despons, PhD in History of Architecture, published author, head of a communication and development agency based in Paris, France, dedicated to architecture. Let's meet every week to discuss culture and architecture with specialists and learn how to look at projects through a context and diversity lens. Thank you for being with me today, and now it's time for talent.
Bienvenue dans comdarchi.
Hi everybody. Hi Anna Maria Bordas and Miquel Peiro.
Hi Charlotte, it's really a pleasure to share this moment with you.
Hello, we are pleased to be here with you.
Thank you for being with us today. You are both architect of your own office, Bordas plus Peiro. In 2 or 3 sentences, could you introduce us to your architectural practice?
Yes, of course. Maybe it will be a bit longer than 2 or 3 phrases, but in our practice, it is very, very important to mix the architectural and engineering work with a theoretical and reflexive approach. And it means that when we think of a project, we use the project as a prospective tool to answer more large questions. We will, of course, propose the best design fitting all clients' needs within the budget. But we will also be proposing a project that addresses some society problems. For example, we proposed some flexibility in the student hall of residence. We proposed in ZAC Pleyel. We propose very calm-looking spaces in the metro station, even if it's not asked or needed, particularly because we think it's important for society to propose that. And in order to be able to offer these extra qualities, we work a lot on the confrontation of ideas and concepts. We like to say we have a method called intention, tension, resolution. And we start by identifying which are those intentions. And they are often too many and contradictory. It's not our fault. It's our societies. We want everything. We want it to be black and white at the same time. So we take all these intentions and then we work together with confrontation in order to find something that really is able to offer both possibilities. So project for us means confrontation, testing, trying, and again, it's a very long project. And then resolution is one solution of the project, and the project is constituted by several resolutions. There's the first one, the second one, and the third one. And each resolution brings you to the next one. So that's really important for us. In the end, when we have gone through all this process, you will not notice all this complexity that's embodied in the project. We always try to make clear and simple-looking projects, but they have different layers of content, of information, and of quality. For us, good architecture is like a good book or a good wine. It's immediately appealing, but there are more nuances when you look closer. So you discover little attentions, little by little, some beautiful light in the evening that you didn't expect when you first approached the building, or disproportionate height in the shower room, and you just didn't expect that. And apart from this kind of philosophy, we are like several themes that come on, that are recurrent in our work. One is the presence of materials. We talked about it earlier on. We think it's also a tendency that will be globally gaining importance, connected to the different materials we are trying to introduce with bio-based materials. The second one is permanence and transformation, and how can we reuse buildings that exist. And the third axis is what we call complexity, city fabrication, and infrastructure that we treat all together.
Okay. You chose 2 emblematic projects. Could you tell us more about these 2 projects?
We can maybe start with the project that we make at Saint-Denis in the north of Paris. We are urban planners of an area called Pleyel. Pleyel is a very complicated sector from an urban point of view because, first of all, it's located between the future village des Athlètes for the Jeux Olympiques in Paris and the sector Landir that is very constituted now. And it's a place that has the fabrics of the city has made without an real urban order, with tertiary buildings close themselves and without an overall coherence of the city. It is also an island, a sort of island, because it's close by the infrastructures, the train, the roads, etc. But at the same time, it's a place that will arrive the new metro station from Kengokuma, and it will be a place we will have a lot of things that will happen. We have been working with Plaine Commune and their teams from almost 2 years now. Our project consists in creating a sort of restorative urban matrix that gives overall coherence that allow accidents to happen, keeping a sort of coherence and consistency of the urban tissue.
And the second one, it's the Montserrat Sports Center in Spain that we just won this summer. So we're very happy to start building in our country. So after all these years working exclusively in France or Switzerland, but never in Spain. So we are quite fond of this project because we have been experimenting with concepts that are important in our practice and try to work with the opposition of stereotomic perception, like massive perception, and the tectonic perception with filar elements. And from the exterior, the project is perceived as a suspended mineral mass with large glass basement that makes it float. So you cannot read any tectonic language. You cannot know how it's suspended. And this mass is made of brick, but it's brick suspended to a steel structure that you can see once you get in the inside. So we are not hiding the structure, but we are keeping it only in the inside. So you have a very strong opposition from the outside on the inside. When you get inside, you can understand it and see the tectonics of the project and see how it is suspended. However, we have drawn this structure in order that it doesn't look like a structure. It looks like a textile motif, right? Because it's drawing like small triangles that are very compositive and they form a rhythm in the inside. And all this work is working also on the uses that we have in this pavilion, so that you can have the transparency on the basement to look at the outside, the vegetal canvas that we are addressing. It also works on the rhythm of the space. From once you get inside, you go through this different concrete part, and then you get into bigger area. And it's very important to mix all the commodities and the quality of space, of light, with this constructed environment that we are addressing.
Very interesting. So I propose that you say goodbye in Spanish, because you are Spanish, on English, for giving a sign of Spanish people.
Por supuesto, sí. Es verdad que nos has comentado que el podcast se escucha también en América Latina, en España y en todo el mundo, así que, por supuesto, hablar en nuestra lengua, aunque sea unos instantes.
Pues eso, muchas gracias, Charlotte, y espero que este podcast se oiga también, como decía Ana María, en España y en América Latina. Nosotros, pues, encantados de haber presentado nuestro trabajo aquí y muchas gracias de habernos invitado y hasta pronto.
Muchas gracias, Charlotte.
Thank you very much for your participation, and bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next Wednesday for our new comdarchi in English. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to tune in to our previous content on Instagram at comdarchipodcast. If you like it, make sure to promote the podcast by giving it 5 stars on Apple Podcast and adding a comment, or on any of your favorite podcast platforms. And don't forget to subscribe and listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.